Happy Monday morning, my fabulous fellow estheticians. Thank you so much once again for taking your Monday morning to spend with me. I had a special guest coming on this morning, but she had a last minute family problem going on and she couldn't join us. It was Shannon from Recovery Care Products talking about the mineral sunscreen stick, which is fabulous. We're still going to talk about it, but we'll bring Shannon on at another time. You know what I do every Monday morning, so let's get started. Today is another one by Wayne Dyer. I just really do enjoy this man's books. This one, in this chapter, he's talking about enthusiasm. I love that word. Enthusiasm enables you to stay in spirit or inspired. And just like anything else, including excuses, because his book is called Excuses Be Gone, the more you access and hold on to enthusiasm, the more it becomes a habit. The best thing about this particular habit, however, is that it's accompanied by joy and happiness. Stay in a state of wonderment and bewilderment over everything and everyone you encounter. Go through life being continuously grateful and appreciative. So simple, so powerful. I find that when I get out of alignment with that, when I forget to be grateful for what I do have, that's when things start like spiraling down and I have to stop myself, ground myself and go, stop, Shelley. State the things that you are grateful for. And it just turns everything right around. Jess, our Chief Success Officer at Shelley Hancock Consulting, is always here with us. Thank you. What do you say, Jess, about that?
I think, well, that's the thing that we get away from as adults, is that joyful connection to our inner child and the enthusiasm that comes from, really tapping into that and giving ourselves permission as adults to still connect with being exuberant and enthusiastic. And I know for me, I think one of the easiest ways to do that is every morning I spend some time inside my journal every morning and I write down 5 gratitudes, consciously, that I think matter to me every day, to just start your day with gratitude and to then spend some time in reflection. Because as adults, we become so focused on responsibility, and the negative bias that's inside our brain tells us that, we can't just have fun and to be like really excited with our clients and our friends. Just, I think it almost seems easier to come into life with a yeah, but, or this is hard, and share that. We'd rather share that. And for some reason, we often feel guilty sharing extreme enthusiasm and excitement. Like others will think it's fake, or maybe we're not being authentic. But the truth is, by giving ourselves permission to share that and being really connected with our joy, we bring more energy. And I think that's what everybody really wants, is energy and purpose and connection. So we attract what we are, right? We attract what we are, how we are, who we are, not what we want, but what we put out into the world. I love that's what Wayne Dyer really emits, and really doing the actions, right? Shelley, you really lead by example in your motivational input every day. Reading and sharing something empowering and impactful every day. Motivation isn't going to solve all your problems. It's Zig Ziglar says it. He says it's like bathing, right? If you don't do it every day, you get stinking thinking.
Saying.
Yeah.
Hey, just don't you feel like sometimes maybe you're in a state of enthusiasm and you begin to talk with another person who's in a totally different state of mind, that you can find yourself slipping into their state of mind because you feel like, oh, I shouldn't be this happy because this person isn't. It's hard to stay in your place when you're connecting with somebody who's in a totally different place. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And I think, yes, it's so easy to be pulled into the negative bias. The human brain is actually designed to be protective, right? So, the primal mind was always like, be conscious of everything that is scary or could hurt us. So when we go to someone else and we're really enthusiastic, sometimes there's doubt immediately, like I said, this can't be real. We have to really protect our like state of being and make a conscious effort to recognize that we're not taught to protect our state of being by putting in motivational material every day, by really setting our intention all the time and taking care of our body with activity and moving our physiology. We spend a lot of time in our day just sitting or in our doubt or in our ego. So it's so easy to slip over there, and it's being really mindful of, is this my state?
Yeah. And we're actually doing the other person a favor by not going in, I call it in the muck, by not going in the muck with them, by staying in our state of enthusiasm. We're actually doing them a favor, right? But maybe it'll help bring them out of that. And in regards to like our clients, if you get a client that lays down there on the treatment table and they're like, oh, this has happened to me and that and this, instead of going down there with them, what if you could kind of turn it around? What would that look like if that wasn't happening in your life? What would you like that to look like? Instead of going deeper with them, you're doing them a better service by trying to help bring them out. They might not even notice that you're doing it, but by the time they leave, they're like, wow, I feel better. I feel a little bit better. Not just their face, but they actually emotionally feel better because you didn't allow them to go down there deep.
I think a lot of people have to remember too that it's circumstance creates a thought, and that thought will lead to an emotion. And so, not to say that that's exactly how it goes, but our thoughts do create an automatic emotion, which will create a reaction. So we have the power to come in and look at the opportunity first. We have the power to be like, okay, yeah, that is a difficult situation. What can you get from it? What did it bring you? Or coming back to always remembering to do what you're doing, Shelley. When we're with clients and they do bring that energy in, don't forget to like clear your energy and like listen to a little motivational input or throw on some music or move your body, go for a walk, breathe some fresh air, and clear everything again, because it's okay to be optimistic. You don't have to feel like, oh, I should feel more friction. You don't have to. You could be positive all the time. And if you are, that's okay. And if you aren't, what steps can you take to move yourself in the direction you want to go to?
Yeah, I love that. I love the fact that you said in the morning you write down your gratitudes. Every morning before my eyes even open, my gratitude, I start saying it in my head, or under my breath to myself. But I like the idea of writing it down. There's a solidness to that, right? It's there rather than just something that's floating around in my head. So I'm going to start doing that, keeping a little pad and pencil next to my bed. And before my feet hit the ground, writing down 3 to 5 things that I'm grateful for each morning. Just waking up every morning,
Yeah.
is very grateful for that.
I think as we become adults, we forget how hard we work to figure out the things we figured out: how to walk, how to think, how to make decisions, how to feel. Like, we worked hard as children and teenagers and going through our lives to become capable. And one of the things that I think really made a difference for me was having a conscious idea of the emotion I wanted and then reverse engineering that thought. I was like, okay, what emotion do I want? And one of my favorite is joy. Building that relationship with joy was something I never really thought about as an adult, that we think about a lot as a child. We just live in joy. So, being, what was the thought that brought me the most joy? And I started waking up and purposefully thinking that thought. How grateful I was to wake up, how grateful I was to live where I live and to do what I do and to have the people around me that I had. And then I would bring energy and joy were the two that I really cognizantly wanted at certain points in my life that weren't showing up. And so I was like, how can I show up in the thought that I want?
Yeah. And there's a difference. I've always thought about happiness and joy. For me, happiness is fleeting. I can be happy when I'm eating that chocolate brownie, or I can be,
Yeah.
happy when I'm doing something. But I really want to be in a place of joy more than happy, because happy comes and goes. Joy, I'm going to go back to that word solid again. Joy is the more solid, and it's there, stronger and longer.
I feel like joy is really soul centric, right?
There you
It
go.
exists at our center. And happy, like you said, it could be manufactured. You can go to the amusement park or do something you really love, and happy can be manufactured. Not to say they don't run hand in hand, but joy can also be very peaceful and very harmonious and very aligned with self and our direction. So, of course, it's a little bit different for everyone, but I love going back to your quote and just being like enthusiasm. It definitely runs with a strain of enthusiasm. It welcomes energy and really brings a lot of momentum when you're in joy.
Jess, thank you so much for always being here on Monday mornings, for a voice of, I don't know, you really are our chief success officer. You just always have such incredible things to bring to us. I really appreciate it. And I also want to shout out appreciation to Jonna, one of our fabulous skin expert estheticians. Mondays, I believe, are your days off, Jonna, and you are on here every single Monday morning. And I just want you to know how much I appreciate that. That's really special to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's talk about recovery care products. Shannon Wamser is the owner of this company. I met her quite a few years ago, and she creates products that are sold to plastic surgeons to sell to their clients after they've had surgery. So they're very clean products, because, you know, if you've had surgery, you can't be putting bad ingredients right on your face. You have to be very, very careful. So one of the things I've been working with her on for years is the mineral sunscreen stick. I love this mineral stick. It looks like a little deodorant stick. Okay, this is just the way it comes packaged. This is really cool. It's 20% zinc oxide. It's got a broad spectrum SPF 30 UVA and UVB protection. It's paraben free. It's chemical free, it's fragrance free, it's water resistant up to 80 minutes. Going back to the freeze, it's gluten free, animal testing free, and it's coral reef safe. And she makes it right here in the United States. So in my mind, the way of using this, because it's nice and tiny, right? And when you apply it, top comes up, when you apply it without your hands, right? It does leave a little teeny bit of white residue, but when you just wipe it in with your hands, it's so silky smooth that it leaves no residue on your hands. So I can see everyone dropping this in their purse. You take it with you, so throughout the day, you can reapply your sunscreen. You're out playing golf. You're out on a boating trip. You know, anytime you're outdoors and you need to reapply, you want to start your morning off with your stronger SPF, right? Now with this one, I absolutely adore our cool SPF, but when I finish applying it, I do need to wash my hands afterwards, right? That's not so convenient when I'm out and about during the day. So if I've got my mineral sunscreen stick in my purse, I can reapply during the day and not have to go wash my hands anywhere. Also, think about when you're in the car, your hands on the steering wheel, right? What a great way when you're out and about to just apply on the back of your hands. Because I'm telling you, the older you get those sunspots in the back of your hands for sure. And we need to protect that. Jess, have you used this sunscreen at all?
I haven't had a chance to use that sunscreen, but you just motivated me so much, because I think one of the things in the past, before I met you, Shelley, is that I wouldn't be as consistent as I needed to be with my sunscreen. And even thinking that I didn't need it necessarily when I wasn't outside, you know, and now I'm just like realizing how much more important it is to just consistently be taking responsibility in blue light and sunlight, making sure that you're constantly keeping yourself as protected as possible.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I almost on a daily basis, even if, like you said, not going outside, I apply our cool sunscreen because I just love the way my skin feels and that glow that I get from it. So I can't finish the morning getting ready without having this sunscreen on first. It's just this incredible glow, but it soaks right in. So it's not a greasy feeling. I don't like that feeling. And it definitely doesn't have that white pasty look to it. So this combination right here is just a must have for every day. I wish Shannon was here to tell us a little bit more about how she got started with the company. But like I said, I will have her back on again. So we're probably just going to make this a little short one today. We do have this on sale this week. If you're watching this video later on, sorry, you won't get it on sale because it's just this week. The email went out this morning. When you purchase 6 of these, you get 1 free. And the price it's absolutely incredible, you guys. If you're not selling these like crazy to your clients, well, you should be. So Jess, unless you've got anything else to say, we're going to let everybody get off to their day. Make this just a little quickie today.
No, Shelley, that was
All
wonderful.
good?
Thank you.
Okay. Everyone, again, I always appreciate you taking this few minutes on Monday morning to spend with us, and just go out and keep up that enthusiasm and make it a great day. Bye.